What's good, my people? We are back for another one of this here Mystelics reaction vibrations. Whoa! We are back, brothers and sisters. Well, again, we never really left on this here channel, but guys, on the main channel, actually, it's gonna do another video. But I was like, let me just wait a minute, guys. Let me wait a minute, and I will drop one on Monday. There's a number of information that I gotta put out there, and of course, I will just do that on Monday. But guys, we're gonna be reacting to this here channel. Well, this here vibration on this here channel, guys, reacting to the Prime Minister saying that he needs to get the couples to come and galvanize under the rainfall. When the rainfall hit, magic must make ding dang. That's what the Prime Minister was pretty much saying to the people out there, out and large. So we're gonna be reacting to that right there, guys. Of course, definitely subscribe to this here channel, and subscribe, guys, with the post notification bell by clicking the bell after you subscribe. Some people still have it a bit difficult, guys, to subscribe. Just click it and then click the bell right there. And then also, guys, give this video a thumbs up. Of course, giving this video a thumbs up, of course, the algorithm of YouTube to push the videos further. And hallelujah, push the videos further. Hallelujah, guys. And we gotta be this, guys. I don't know, I'm just glad to be back on this thing once again, guys. Whoa, we are dear. Anyways, guys, St. Lucia apparently picked up this here video of the Prime Minister talking about being fruitful and multiply, guys, and we're gonna be getting into that right there and then. Okay, guys, let's hit it. Okay, we hitting it, but it don't hit it at all. I wonder if that's a miss.
The Prime Minister of Dominica is asking his citizens to be fruitful and multiply.
Yes, sir. Good news. Be fruitful and multiply.
I think I need about 40,000 more people in Dominica.
Oh no, guys, this is where it gets interesting for me. The fact that the Prime Minister is saying he needs about 40,000 additional. Let's watch this again. Maybe we do hear that properly.
Multiply.
I think I need about 40,000 more people in Dominica.
So he needs about 40,000 more people in Dominica. Okay? What else does he have to say after that?
And I am concerned about this one child per home that we have in Dominica.
So you believe that the solution for this whole thing would therefore be galvanizing, you know? Husband, wife come together and galvanize under the rainfall and put some Brian McKnight back at one, brothers and sisters. Back at one. Or put some Keith Sweet on, man. And you know what Keith Sweet means. Alright then. So he's pretty much telling people that this one child vibrations is not enough. And believe that the solution to getting that 40,000 population that he wants to get in Dominica would be through the galvanization vibrations, brothers and sisters. Galvanizing, making ding dang, earthquake must make, and all them something there. Boy, tectonic plates must move under the galvanization. Yes, guys, I go crazy on that one. But the Prime Minister stated that he wants 40,000 people, and of course, making children will be the way, of course. Now, guys, we have about, give and take, we have about 50,000 people. About 20 years ago, people were saying that we're about 72. Some people were saying 75,000 people. Obviously, a lot of people left. A lot of people left Dominica, guys, to go and find better pastures, greener pastures, sometimes just pastures. They don't know what they're going to get, you know, but they go in because they check in anywhere else would be better. And I don't think the Prime Minister realizes the reason why the population is decreasing is because of his bad management. It is because of his bad management. Now, you guys might want to say, oh, it's not, no, Mystelics, don't say these things. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. According to Central Bank, Dominica is the fastest declining economy in the OECs. We have CBI, they say all kind of things. Our passport, no passport, no airport. We had airport fund that would most likely be about $300 million today. Is now at $230-something, $39, which equates to about 75 US. Remember, the total that they gave in 2018 was about $130-something million, right? That was in US, mark you, US. Now they're saying, and they converted it to 239 because they say that the funds had to go into taking care of people and so forth and so forth and whatnot. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. The Prime Minister talks about the other funds that are being placed overseas when Lennox then brought that to them. Anyways, guys, I go into fact. My mind does just get carried away. Anyways, let's get back. If you guys want me to talk about that, let me know in the comment box below. I'll further expound on that right there. But guys, yes, the Prime Minister wants 40,000 people to come in, for which He believes that it is through babies and so forth. He wants people to galvanize and so forth and so forth. But I must ask the Prime Minister a good question right there. Prime Minister, it is your fault why the population is going on. You didn't say, oh, let me call the people. Oh, he did. Yes, guys, he did. He, in fact, did wanted the people in the diaspora to come back. During election time, he says that the people want to run back to Dominica. Didn't he say that? I could be wrong. I could be wrong, guys. Let me know if I'm wrong. But the Prime Minister did say that, but I could be wrong. Okay, maybe my interpretation of what he said was wrong. But the Prime Minister said that the people in the diaspora will want to run and fly back to Dominica as fast as they can because of all the elevation and so forth and so forth. Now, guys, I actually know people who actually did try to come back, especially when the Prime Minister was giving incentives for business in Dominica. And of course, they had to go for aid bank and so forth and so forth. A number of persons will find it very difficult, even up to today. They have not heard back from aid bank yet. So then people checking the Prime Minister not serious. Anyways, guys, so apparently the Prime Minister said that people will come in by the droves. That was not the case, to the point where more people were leaving Dominica instead of coming back to Dominica. Now the Prime Minister realizes, hey guys, our population has decreased to a great magnitude. The Haitians themselves, have come in droves into Dominica when the whole visa-free thing was happening. They closed back down because Guadeloupe was finding problem with Dominicans and Haitians going back door and those kind of things. Even though back door is our culture, you know, but they tried to implement it on other countries, but other countries were not fond of that at all. Them Guadeloupe people and Martinique people saying, are you doing too much? Or you must have a restriction, hold on them things there, be about yourself. So the Haitians themselves were leaving as well. And by the way, they must have taken the whole population of these 60,000 and include the Haitians and all the visitors and those kind of things there. Just like what they were doing in Kepingsi, saying how much people travel. But people... Anyways, let me leave that. Let me leave that one alone. Because I heard the video of Kepingsi when Kepingsi was saying how much 18,000 people were. But guys, they probably put the people that ended up in parties or come for, you know, a little drink here and there. They include all those people. Anyways, guys. But anyways, guys, yeah. So the whole point of the matter here is, guys, that the gist of this thing, of the Prime Minister saying that 40,000, he needs 40,000 people, and of course, he also needs the people to start producing children, vi. Now, I don't know if he's including children making children, although he mentioned, when I watched the video the first time, he mentioned about husbands and wives. It's a good thing. But when it comes down to the population, there's about, let's say, about 5,000 couples, husband and wife. And of course, there's the other types of relationships that tend to go on that happening. I don't know if he wants to include them in it as well, because if you have to look at 5,000 people being bunny rabbits, I mean, if they make 4, that's 20,000, eh? That's 25 including them. 25,000 people, you still not reaching the 4,000? Well, then again, let the 5,000 make 4 children. That is 20,000 children. So you still need another 8 to happen. Boy, the Prime Minister, you want boy, but rain have to fall plenty, yeah, boy. Rain have to fall plenty, yeah, for that Prime Minister to get all those children there, boy. Prime Minister said, but anyways, it is. Let me. Boy, no, Gassa. Boy, look rain fall, boy. Boy, I tell you, the bridge you have to get fixed for the people to pass over the thing. You want more rain to fall. It is.
You know, back in the days, you know, when we had no roads, we had no school, we had no this, we had no that. People making 17 children.
Well, that's because they didn't have nothing to do. You go work, you come home. Honey, let's make some milk and honey. You know, and whoop, galvanize, whap, easy. Children jumping like flies. But right now, people trying to survive. Back then, people wasn't trying to survive, bro. You see, you helping the whole condition of this thing, bro. And guys, I think we need to help Skerrit understand what exactly he's doing. Dominica is the fastest declining economy in the OECS. We know that for a fact. Central Bank has proven this thing. We know the whole Caribbean vibrations. Of course, we can see it on ourselves. How our economy is doing versus who is really getting the money, which is why they call it the oligarchy. The people on top are like kings. They're getting the money from the people at the bottom. $64,000 going up to them. If you have to get new vehicles and stuff, it's going up to them. They don't have to pay no money, you know. But they complain about the salary. That's what the Prime Minister. They complain about the salary, even though the salary is one of the highest in Dominica. And also, might be in the, well, I don't know. It could be. Guys, Dominica's prime ministers themselves are one of the highest in the Caribbean though. And if you Google who is the richest prime minister in the Caribbean, they will should I'm Skerrit, but I don't know. What are your thoughts, guys? What are your thoughts? But the whole gist of the matter is people back then were not doing much. So obviously people have to get busy. But right now people are trying their best to survive. And your greatest advice to them under rainfall, even though some of them still don't have roof, some people have to be in tent, still in the house, in a tent. And you're telling them under rainfall to go and grab a rice prime minister. But that prime minister no easy at all. Hey, but that's why I tell you he's a comedian. He and Melissa is two comedians. People who have proper roofs, some of the roofs still leaking. You make house for people and some of them are still leaking today. And you want people to go and grab a rice to make boy. Hey, that prime minister. But what kind of hey? No boy. No boy, I can't believe what I no. Anyways, guys, this is crazy. No, guys. Also, back in the day, things were much cheaper. No, guys, do you know how much it will take? Let's say you make 4 children. Do you know how much that will not reach his quota right there? Because if 5,000 make husband and wife, because the husband and wife is talking about 5,000 husband and wife make 4 children. That is 20,000. 20,000. Okay, so 20,000 people to feed. Guys, now back in the day, I don't know if you guys remember Dutch lady, the carnation, the powder milk, guys. You remember that? That used to be $30-something, but people used to actually buy that and stuff. But apparently, things have gotten so worse that disappeared. It disappeared from the shelf. Guys, when last have you seen them big Dutch lady powdered milk on the shelf? When last have you seen that? I've seen it in North Carolina in January. When I flew up to New Year's, I saw it in North Carolina in January, the Dutch lady thing. I was like, yo, long I haven't seen this. I remember that thought process in my head. So people are buying stuff for them to feed their children. Apparently, I don't know if the Prime Minister want people to lactate consistently, them women, them breast milk, lactate consistently. Because I know some people will dry up with them 4 children there. And how to maintain them children. Some of them can't even maintain 1 child, much less. I know a girl that had 2 children, she can barely feed her children, and you want them now to go and make more children. Mr. Prime Minister, are you the one providing incentives, real incentives for this situation? Are you going to be taking care of the children from birth to 18 like America does the children, birth to 16 or 18, whatever? Are you going to be taking care of these children like that, like America does in the United States? Are you going to be providing incentives for people to get duty-free on imported Pampers? Ooh, as for Pampers, in that way, apparently people have to reuse Pampers. When baby take a little, in the Pampers, and then you have to put that in the washing machine to wash that. Because the Prime Minister say he want people to make baby. So you're trying to please your Prime Minister. Huh? You pleasing your Prime Minister to go and make baby, and then you have to be reusing dirty Pampers. Quite locating. People have to go back to the day where Pampers was cloth. Them kind of cloth used to put, I don't know what they calling them, and put pin and thing. Maybe them thing that you have to use, but that thing was pure under the bed. You have to clean the hole. The Prime Minister want people, but I don't think that's why I say he's a comedian, guys, because I don't think he's serious about this whole thing at all. But the way he's saying stuff, you have to wonder if he's being serious or not. And we know that the population is decreasing. Ask any child in Dominica, any child, where do they see themselves elevating? I was talking to one yesterday who came to me, and he's talking about, I told him about investing and so forth and so forth. And he's like, yo, okay, this is what you want to do. He also wants to become the Prime Minister one day because he realized that, Dominica is failing in the agricultural sector. I was like, yo, that's a really good guy right there and then. So hopefully he elevates and so forth and so forth. But majority of the children, what they want to do is for them to leave, If there's a way and will for them to leave, they'll try their best to leave. Why is that? That is a decrease in the population again. You also have brain drain going. Brain drain. People with the brains and think they're living for betterment. What do you think that is, bro? What do you think that is? You think it's because they're doing it for fun? Huh? When people overseas, they don't make all them children. They might make 2-3 children for the maximum. Mainly is 1 children, they're making 1 child, 1 child they're making up there. 1-2 children for the other one to play with. Or if they have friends and family close, then one child they making and everybody play with each other. But really and truly, Mr. Prime Minister, you want people to be bunny rabbits in Dominica and you have no incentive for the people them to elevate and make children. Dominica is going down. The fastest declining economy in the OECS, my brother. You hardly seen Dutch lady milk and all that kind of thing. Guys, let me tell you, when last, guys, answer me honestly. When last have you seen a stroller, a pram? When last have you seen somebody pushing a stroller? When last? I see people with babies, but I don't see any pram in the place. I don't see any strollers in the place. Now, for you to be making 4, 5, 6 children and you have to be holding them like that, some on your back, someone tying your belly, it's like a belt. You have to be thinking these kind of things. And I know strollers not cheap. Man will have to probably be making them kind of trucks. They used to make with nylon and thing and put baby in truck. That's what man will have to do. Because I cannot understand the Prime Minister want people to make babies, but then they realize the economy is not conducive to make children. That is why people are not making children, Mr. Prime Minister. That is why. Anyways, guys.
You know, and you have big people now, you know, a little child in the house, and if a big house, I mean, so we have to fix that.
Wait a while. Wait. You have to define what you consider big house. Because you can have 2 children in a house and that house not big enough. You can have 1 child in that same house and that house will be big enough for everybody to roam free. True or false? Now if you want 8 people to be in one house, where are they going to roam? Outside on top of the roof? Where are they going to roam, Mr. Prime Minister? You consider big house. Which big house? Guys, tell me which big house the Prime Minister is talking about. Most people nowadays is apartments they're living in. Though I don't know if apartment can extend to big houses. It's New York, we coming like, you know. People cannot afford houses, so it's apartment they're staying in. True or false? True or false, guys? It's apartment. So I don't know how you're going to enlarge in your apartment. You have to pass through the landlord, brother. Unless you're giving them a house, but the houses you're giving them, they're still not big. You ever pass in chance and see this kind of houses they give these people to you ever pass I'm thinking to see this kind of houses? Yourself building apartment for people. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Big houses. Or are you talking about the structure of the house that contain about 15 apartments? That's probably what you're talking about. That's a big house. Maybe that you're talking about.
You know.
Skerrit, speaking on Sunday during his weekly video address to the nation, says that the country's population is insufficient to support the level of infrastructural investment that has been made over the years.
But boy, no, I have to bring that back. I have to bring that back, brothers and sisters. Let me bring that back.
Says that the country's population is insufficient to support the level of infrastructural investment that has been made over the years.
You mean the money you take to build those houses you talking about? Bro, you build in resort, and the one resort that you build there in Kepings, that not even full. Yet you building another one in Picard. So obviously if you're building infrastructural vibes and people cannot feel it, it have people coming from overseas, guys, that coming into Dominica, and they themselves not even going in them hotels. So they come in and stay in apartment, guys. It's not things I'm making up, you know. They building resorts and all kind of things, which is a good thing. But when the people coming in, they rather stay in apartments. It's apartment they stay in, they go in Picard. Sometimes they go in Liquor. They might go to jungle, the jungle thing that, what they call that thing, Jungle Bay. They might go to one of them resorts and thing up there. Or you're making big thing, wasting money. That is what you call waste. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Am I lying? You talk about infrastructure development for who is not for the people you're making infrastructure development in the first place. You're making it for tourists to come down, and when the tourists come down, they're not even taking part in the boy. Go Kempinski right now. You would find 10 people. You will find 5 people there. You will find 5 foreign people. Guys, let me tell you something. I wonder if I should say that. Let's just say the majority of the occupants in Kempinski are the ones that get the discounted price and the Dominica local price. What about the foreign people? Because remember, Kempinski was built to target the rich. True or false? It was built to target the rich. They bring how much people from overseas to come down to promote Kempinski, for which then people, what happened? This is why I always say Dominica is not a tourist destination. It's an agricultural basin for the Caribbean. And when we build our agricultural basin, the main basis for which Dominica can make a profit on, and has been doing so way back, well, was doing so way back in the day. Guys, we come to what? About 2000 in agriculture, 2000, when he was making like 200,000-300,000. Oh, I tell you, boy. Tell you. Guys, boy, let me leave that there. Anyways, guys, the whole gist of this whole thing right there, guys, is to understand what is the basis to then make children. Okay? Okay, I'm making children. The children that they don't even know their future from now. Then I'm going to bring more children into the society to then become like those that don't even know what their future holding. Guys, go down post. I must do an interview. Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? I must do an interview like that in Dominica. What are your thoughts, guys? Let this video reach 200 thumbs up, and I'm gonna be doing a video on that vibrations for BrBpTV, asking that question right there.
He says that a national conversation has to be held on addressing the island's low fertility rate.
It's not low fertility rate, bro. Low fertility rate. You know what I'm saying? And to the women out there, I'm not dissing you guys, but sometimes the pill that you take, the birth control pill, can make you get big. And you know we have a lot of big women out there. Okay? I'm not trying to diss nobody, but the pill can get you big, and that most likely means that a lot of people most likely are on birth control. I cannot say that for a fact, but I'm seeing a lot of big girls out there. And most likely birth control pills making ding dang. I think that's one of the best businesses in Dominica. Birth control pill. Birth control and condoms. Them kind of business there, or you're going to be swift in Dominica. Even in high school, I know about these kind of things. Anyways, I didn't see much. Or you don't know which high school I go. Anyways, guys. But the whole thing is, guys, people are preventing themselves from getting pregnant. People are trying their best for them not to get pregnant. Because they know if they bring a child into this world, how are they going to... Fathers don't even want to take care of children nowadays. Because they find things hard. They go into the garden and they cannot find produce for them to produce. So how then are they going to be taking care of children? Wife self doesn't have much to... They don't have much. Limited to go about... Boy, I tell you, boy. Tell you, boy. And you want people to go just make children? Children doesn't come free, you know. Well, they come in free, but you have to maintain them. You have to maintain them children, brothers and sisters. They don't come free like that.
And that his government is seeking input on what policies can be implemented.
I know the policy. Fix the economy. When you fix the economy, then people will have more money to say, okay, I can make another child. I can maintain that child. You know, fix education. Teach people the right education, not the systematic education that they can actually do things in society to help boost up the economy in itself. It's not just going one path down, you know, it's boosting the economy.
To encourage baby making among Dominicans.
Economy, my brother, boosting the economy will do that.
Skerrit says that school enrollment has dropped precipitously and that Dominicans must take measures to improve the reproductive rate.
It's not the are you looking at the wrong thing? You see, they're blaming the reproductive rate. It's not that is the problem. It's the economy that is the problem, my brother. Why then did you tell the people from overseas to come in? You said they were coming in droves to come in into Dominica for them to help build their businesses and so forth. They want to be a part of that economy. Now you begging the citizens to make children? And you saying it's reproductive, that is the problem? Oh, Lord Father, fire! Fire upon that system thereby. Anyways, this is what's scary.
Now, I mean, you have what, 30 or so students in a big school.
Yeah, 30 or something, because most of them, if they can migrate, they will migrate. People right now don't even want to go to college because they're checking college is a waste of time. I talked to a number of the children, the students. They're checking college is a waste of time. So the best thing for them to do is for them to go overseas. I say, hey, that's true, yes, whatnot. It can be, but you can at least get your associate's degree. And I try to reason with them and say, I get associate's degree for what? If I cannot get out, what is the point of me getting an associate's degree? For me to go and work NEP? You want to get the associate's degree to go NEP? That might be a qualification soon, because of the amount of people that going to go into the job market. I say, congratulations, the college students for graduating. My question then is, what next with them? What next? They graduate. Congratulations to all the graduates all over the place. What next though? What jobs are they going to be going into? Especially when you have a workforce already that's kind of congested and they don't want to bring more people in. Look at the medical facilities. Look at the medical establishment. They're crying their best and say, hey guys, we need workers. They don't want to give them more workers because there's not much going on. Boy. And people are graduating and so forth and so forth. They have to be closing on things because there's not much work happening. It's me that I don't want to say,
and so on. So we need people. We need people in Dominica. So
he watching the camera. That'll make me get. Sir, you watching the camera, and you saying we need people. People are leaving. They don't coming back, even though you say they will want to come back. That's all kind of promises you make. Ross was there. You make Ross go, and you talking about we need people. You think people can take you serious, bro? You saying we need people and you are the one that making people go. Boy. Guys, really and truly, what is the incentive in Dominica? It's not like this in Dominica. Of course, I want to see Dominica. I talk about the agricultural sector. Dominica is supposed to be the agricultural basin for the Caribbean. St. Vincent and the Grenadines is the agricultural basin for the Caribbean, You know that? Little St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And guess what happened to their economy? They are the fastest increasing economy in the OECS. Agriculture is our thing. And you're watching people as if
some of you there out there, have one little child, you tell your husband and tell your wife, I mean, it not rain there tonight there. Well, that makes it happen.
I tell you, a comedian that there in the rain for only one people to make baby. They make the baby. Like I said before, are you then gonna be taking care of the 40,000 people that be coming in? You'll give them part of the 64. You can give it really and truly. The Prime Minister can do that. He can give a child $1,000 every month, and he will still have for himself. Because if he's taking $64,000 and he wants 40,000 children, every month a child can get $1,000. So that can work, Mr. Prime Minister. Every month you give a child $1,000 out of the $40,000. You will still have $24,000 for yourself. So it can work, brothers and sisters. It can work. Yes, it can work. But you have to maintain these children. And sometimes we say $1,000 might be a lot, but $1,000 in Dominica does go quick. Trust me, I know. $1,000 does go quick. Before you blink your eyes, $2,000 on you there. You don't even know. I'm not just saying that for Dominica. That happens everywhere because of the value of the monies. But some value extend a bit more for $1,000 in other places. Dominica is one of the smallest ones. The smallest ones. I remember back in the day we used to buy ice pop for 25 cents. Now ice pop is $1.25. Some places $1.50. So what do you think is going to happen because of inflation? Mr. Prime Minister, you can take care of the babies. So guys, all you must sign a contract with the Prime Minister. From birth, well, he say for 2 years. I guess after 2 years, I guess people wouldn't be able to maintain children. Because the people have money to do that, Mr. Prime Minister. Guys, what are your thoughts, man? Maybe it's me. Maybe it's just me that crazy. Me that insane, man. I's a mad fella. I's a mad man. According to the partner in Trinidad. I's a mad man. But guys, let me know your thoughts, man. But yeah, if the Prime Minister has to give you $64,000 every month, $40,000 go to the 40,000 children, then that will make sense. Leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. Solution easy does it.